When I walked back into the milonga, everything felt different. A week earlier, I had arrived as a complete stranger. Tonight, I opened the same door with a quiet smile. The music was familiar. The warm lights. The polished wooden floor. Even the scent of candles and red wine somehow felt like home. I wasn't there because I already understood tango. I was there because I wanted to understand more. This time, instead of watching the dancers, I began watching everything around them. That's when I discovered that the real dance often begins before anyone takes a single step. I kept waiting for someone to walk across the room and invite a woman to dance. It almost never happened. Instead, people looked at one another. A quiet glance, a small smile, sometimes only a second, sometimes much longer. One pair of eyes asked, the other answered. No embarrassment, no interruption, no pressure. Only two people deciding together. I realized that the first embrace begins long before touching. It begins with respect. After accepting the invitation, they still didn't hurry. They waited beside the dance floor. No one stepped into the ronda simply because they wanted to. They entered only when their movement would disturb no one else. It wasn't hesitation, it was consideration. The dance floor belonged to everyone already dancing. Then I finally understood what everyone meant by the ronda. It wasn't just a circle, it was a conversation shared by every couple on the floor. Everyone moved in the same direction. Nobody overtook, nobody competed, nobody tried to become the center of attention. Each couple quietly protected the harmony of the others, hundreds of small decisions, creating one beautiful movement. Then the music revealed another secret. A tanda brought two people together. A cortina gently separated them. Without a single announcement, the entire room changed together. Some dancers returned to their tables. Others quietly searched the room with their eyes. New invitations began. The music wasn't simply accompanying the evening, it was guiding it, like an invisible conductor leading an orchestra. At first, I thought the embrace was only a position. I couldn't have been more wrong. Every embrace looked slightly different, some closer, some more open. None of them identical. Each one adapted to the comfort of the other person. There was no force, no performance, only trust, listening, breathing, sharing a few silent minutes together. Perhaps that is why tango feels so different. The embrace isn't something you learn, it's something you offer. Only then did I understand. Tango doesn't begin with the first step. It begins with trust. Everything else simply follows. When I finally stepped outside, the music stayed behind, or at least, I thought it had. As I walked through the quiet streets, I realized it was still with me, thinking about people, about kindness, about patience, without ever speaking. I smiled all the way home. Then another thought appeared. If this little milonga could feel so magical, what must it feel like where tango was born? Maybe one day I'll walk the streets of Buenos Aires. Maybe I'll hear the same music drifting from an old cafe. Maybe I'll discover that the city where tango was born still whispers the same quiet lessons. And maybe that's where the next chapter of my story begins.